did I stop playing? Baby Jace, what's up, Time Lord? Baby Jace was never in this version of Sul-told. But there's some synergy. I mean, that could be the last spot. You know, you could put a I think I still have a Jace. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I mean, like you could have a Miser's Jace. Yeah, I don't have Jace anymore. No, Jace is sweet. I mean, Jace is one of the ways besides Witness that you can get back Sul-tolds. Small Jace. I kind of just wanted something resilient to a lot of what's being played in the format. And while we can't run what's his face, I mean, if I could, I'd run this guy, Blood Baron. I think this card's nuts. But you have to live long enough to cast it, Blood Baron of the Scopa. But like Still Moon has the same protections, just minus the lifelink. So you got pro white, pro black. Both are really solid right now. There's a lot of paths and terminates and decays and cola commands and fatal pushes and dismembers flying around. So like these creatures are not virtually unkillable, but I mean even Grixis Shadow runs I think 2 lightning bolts, so those bolts would kill Cavalier. So you know, whereas Blood Baron doesn't care so much about bolt, he cares about multiple bolts. I have no idea what my opponent's on. We've got a pretty grindy hand over here. I don't know what he's on. I guess I just get the Overgrown. I'm guessing it's some variant of Shadow. Usually Shadow's coupled with Bauble. We're kind of the odd man out. Yeah, I think I just shock a Goyf. Because even if he had the bolt here, Goyf would live. Artifact, instant land. Tarma Armagoyf. I'm assuming my opponent is... You think it's green-black Shadow to use Bauble? Well, we're in blue, and I haven't been that excited about Thought Scour. I'm assuming he's Grixis Shadow, just from the looks of it. Oh, no. That's an Overgrown tomb. Right, right. I've been liking Bauble. I like using it on my opponents, and I certainly like using it on ourselves in the right spots. Grixis doesn't really need Bauble. Truth. So it looks like he's also a Sultai Bauble deck. But he's Sultai Shadow, whereas we are not a Shadow deck. We want our life points. We're a little different. Watch out for the Terminate. Interesting. I mean, I could traverse up a land drop, and then we have our second blue source. I'll traverse. And grows my Goyf. Seems like a fine exchange. I'm assuming this is getting pushed, no? Okay. Huh. Oh, okay. Guess he wanted to go to 8. Yep, that's the thing about Shadow. That is a thing. That is a thing. Let's bleed out his removal and then pulse them away. He hasn't looked at our hand. So counter this, please, and then... How about a 2 for 1? 2 for 1, 2 for 1. 2 for 1, 2 for 1. Taste it. Oh, didn't tap for black. Taste it. Ooh. Opponent. What are you doing? What are you doing, opponent? You trying to play Magic? Like, just messing around. That was sweet, though. Predictably played the denial on the push and then got pulsed. It's like, this push is the least of your worries, man. That was a sweet Maelstrom Pulse. We just killed 2 8/8s. Who doesn't want that? I guess we could have had a similar result, though, just with the engineered explosives. Sure. Okay. Well, if he has the counter, he has the counter. Kind of thing. Do you have another one? You did not. Loam. Okay, so we can loam into Foretold. Seems like the best move. Right? I might want to grab our Arbor. Why don't I take a little bit of damage here so we can grab the Arbor after this? So I'm thinking breeding pools. Yeah, he was using the bauble correctly. And now it's time to grind. Opponent says, wow. Oh, top deck Lily? Not bad, opponent, not bad. And there goes my fetch. So there goes the Arbor pressures. The pressure. I might want to loam because that's guaranteed. That's guaranteed Arbor, and we have to pressure the Lily. You know. All right. So we did miss a Devour Flush, which is certainly something that I want. I mean, against an active Lily, like this is good. This is good to have. Good to be able to put an end-step threat on the table. I mean, sure, he might have the push, but it's good to have cards in hand so that the Lily plussing doesn't hurt me if I do top something we want. I just wish I could lightning bolt this guy, huh? Charm a goof. Well, the end-step Arbor doesn't matter so much now. I mean, I guess I still do it. On the off chance I draw a removal spell, then I can hit the Lily. We'll do it. Come on, Ancestral. Nope. He might Lily Edict this Arbor instead. Now, their list is privy to Battle Rage. Well, we might even be just dead here if he has the Battle Rage. I'm gonna need an Eternal Witness. Gonna need a Witness. Or a Traverse. Nope. That's a bunch of land. Alright, deck. Yeah, you didn't want it bad enough. But we're not running nearly as much land in the next version. Just letting you know. Ooh, hang on a second. I actually did mean to sideboard a little bit. I like Thrun, okay. Certainly Flash. Let me hit submit again here. And then if we have time, I'd like to swap the Maggot for Crypt. We hit submit again. That's about it. I mean, you could run Decays in this matchup because they don't have the delve threats. Like, Brutality's not that great. Submit. Oh. Submit. I don't think there's any other changes I'd make. You see me slimming on Thought Scours, and that's just... It's because it's just not that great. Yeah, I would bring in Big Game. Big Game's already in the main deck of this variant, but that's not actually going to be the case in the future. I don't really see anything else that's useful. So yeah, the next version is not going to have Scour. Now, I would run a Miser Scour, my new version, just because I'm actually kind of slim on instants. But again, like, I always seem to mill over the things I actually want. I don't know what it is about my luck. At least tonight we've been doing that repeatedly. It's like, I'm like, oh man, I really hope that I milled it. When your deck has a lot of redundancy, it doesn't matter so much, but my list, that's not the case with my list. I think I actually will keep this. Like, turn 1 Suspend Ancestral is very proactive for us. And the game, in theory, should go long enough. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So usually turn 1, put a bunch of different types into the, into their yard, and yeah, so we're going to maybe get this bauble. So we might actually turn him off Delirium initially. Like, even just snagging this bauble is significant. Or I could slam Goyf. Or Ooze. Oozing's interesting. Yeah, we could stick Goyf. You know what? Go with Goyf. Four-color Shadow's usually in the league for Tarfire, so I'm not too concerned with Bolt, although he might actually have Bolt, but he'd have to fetch first before he can Bolt, hopefully, so we're probably not losing Goyf to a Lightning Bolt. Just given the board state. Maybe push? Okay. But that's a push that's not hitting my Ooze. And maybe Ooze is where it's at this game. Yeah, I got a War and Weirding in there, Shade. I do. Alright, so I like bogging my opponent here. And we'll play Ooze. What about something like Serum Visions? Yeah, or that. Or Serum. Second push. Okay. Painful. Yeah, painful seems sweet. What's my Ancestral on? 1. Alright, Crypt. Sul-told. Yeah, so my opponent's got 3 card types. So I don't think that's when I popped Crypt. Because he's a Traverse deck, so we'll want to try to time this Tormods cleverly. Shadow. Okay. Shadow. Okay. Chat's not happy? I got it. Now, he might have a Street Wraith in his hand. Like, Dismember... So he's going to counter here. Okay, that's unfortunate, but he gets it off. We were kind of hoping that was